This is Radio Miraya News Summary. I am Winnie Serino. The government of South Sudan has pledged to double its efforts in creating a conducive environment for humanitarian agencies to ensure a smooth operation of the humanitarian work in the country. Minister of Federal Affairs Losuba Lodoru, who represented the government in an event to commemorate the International UN Peacekeepers Day today, stressed that the Sudan war has resulted to a serious humanitarian crisis that has added more responsibilities to the already ongoing humanitarian support. The UN Special Representative for South Sudan, Nicholas Haysom, in his remarks, said urgent action is needed to meet the minimum political and technical preconditions required for peaceful and credible elections. Special Representative Haysom reiterated the UN support in conducting free, fair and credible elections and called for fresh momentum to be injected into the implementation of the revitalized peace agreement, which he says remains the only route towards enduring peace. A member of parliament from Western Bahr Ghazal State Assembly is appealing to the security institution in the state to deploy more troops along the border of Jur River and Gogrial East County in Warab State to provide security for citizens to enable them return to their homes to cultivate. Agiu made the call following series of cattle raids and attacks on citizens allegedly by personnel from Warab State. The government has initiated discussions towards engaging oil partners regarding critical challenges in the country's oil production sector. Presidential Advisor on National Security, Tutkatlwak Panime, met with the delegation of NANPET, PNPC, GPOC and other corporations involved in oil production. China's ambassador to South Sudan, Huai Ning, was at the meeting and pledged his country's continued support towards the country's oil sector. The Peace Monitoring Body RJMEC is calling on the Transitional National Legislative Assembly to expedite the process of passing the pending bills, including the National Security Service Bill, to pave ways for free political and civic space ahead of general elections. Job Akuni, RJMEC's senior governance advisor, emphasizes that the provision that directs for reunification and deployment of forces should proceed simultaneously with disarmament, demobilization and reintegration processes. The director of South Sudan's National Tuberculosis, Leprosy and Buruli Ulcer Control Program is calling on the public to stop discriminating against individuals living with leprosy. Dr. Paul Toby highlighted that many communities isolate leprosy patients out of fear of contracting the disease, yet it is curable if properly treated. She announced that under a 3-year project funded by German Leprosy Relief Association, the Ministry of Health will advocate for the rights of those affected by leprosy and launch health education campaigns to raise awareness about the disease. The governor of Central Equatoria State has pledged to establish more public prosecution centers at the county levels. Governor Jadal Abdallah made the statement during a meeting with the Central Equatoria State Legal Administration and Public Prosecution Committee yesterday in Juba. Speaking to the media, Judge Sabiri Wanilado said the state government will continue to support the prosecutors to ensure their smooth operation. And in regional news, South Africa President Cyril Ramaphosa has cast his vote and says he has no doubt that the electorate would once again back his party. Voting is underway as more than 27 million registered voters are electing provincial assemblies in each of the country's 9 provinces and a new national parliament which will then choose the next president. The ANC has enjoyed an absolute majority in the National Assembly since the advent of democracy in 1994, but opinion polls suggest that it could fall below 50% for the first time. Talking to reporters after voting in Soweto, Ramaphosa said he had no doubt whatsoever that the people will once again remain confident in the ANC. A record 70 parties and 11 independents are contesting the national and provincial elections. This year is a crucial vote for the governing party that polls says risks losing its majority for the first time in 30 years. Radio Miraya News Summary. I am Winnie Serino. Thanks for listening.